this is Doug for GameShampoo, and today, well, it's time to finally talk about Pokemon Go. Now, I've written on it quite a bit over the past couple weeks on the website. I haven't really posted any videos just because technological limitations. My iPhone is one of the older ones, and trying to run Go and video capture just slows things to a crawl. Man. Alright, so it's been out for quite a while now. People are still playing, which is a good thing, which means, there's a nice dedicated group. A lot of them I know are also Pokemon players, some aren't, some are a little more casual. And, well, honestly, that is one of the greatest points of appeal of Pokemon Go. It's a simple game at its most basic level that anyone can just pick up and start enjoying. You don't need the vast, extensive history that a lot of Pokemon players are going to have. It's just how it is. We still have all the types that would be in play with Pokemon, just some of the bigger things like normal can now affect ghosts, and the nulls, as I call them, where they do no damage, will actually affect the other thing. I like that change. It just means that you need to pay a little more attention to the stats, but it also means you don't need to worry half as much about throwing your Golem out against a Pidgeot and suddenly having one of your moves just completely moot, especially because it'd be the charge move, or possibly your fast attack. Either one. That was definitely one of the more interesting tweaks that they've put in. Now, one thing I do need to talk a little about is the IV system. I love that it's there. It should be there. It's one of the big things, especially for competitive players. And competitive players are definitely going to be invested into this game for the long term. The problem is we just don't have enough information. We are giving their combat points, and we are given their HP. Now, there are formula out there which let you figure this out so you can get an approximation of their stats. Like, I've got a near perfect Snorlax, which is awesome. The problem with that is, well, it's a Snorlax. It took a long time to get, enough said. Though, actually, Snorlax is not a bad bridge to the next part. The region-exclusive Pokemon and the legendaries. It is really interesting to think that there is just as big a spread of Pokemon as there is. Well, okay, I'm lying. It's not big. It's frickin' tiny of the region-exclusive Pokemon. Like, in the United States, where we're based, we've got Tauros. Then we have Mr. Mime, who is exclusive to Europe, Farfetch'd, Asia, and Kangaskhan, Australia. That's kind of awesome in its own right. Oh man. Well, I mean, some people are still trying to figure these things out because there's not a lot of information for us to work with. But then there are the 5 legendaries, the 3 birds, Mew, Mewtwo, but then the very odd 6th. I have to describe it as that. The exceptionally odd 6th one, Ditto. Ditto was, especially after they introduced breeding and made it as pivotal and useful to breeding did. Now, it went from this kind of meh gimmick Pokemon to an exceptionally useful Pokemon, and that let anyone start up their own little breeding colony. I did that in a couple generations of Pokemon where I actually did breeding. While I'm talking about this sort of stuff, I suppose I should move on to the microtransactions within the game. Given how things are set up, it really isn't a bad way. There is no pay-to-win scenario. You can pay to upgrade your Pokemon storage, get more balls, get lures, get incense, get lucky eggs. The most overt one there is the lucky eggs, and all they do is double your experience gains for a set period of time. Handy, but it's not going to be game-breaking. even with the methods people have figured out for power leveling, it still takes a while, and there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. I very much enjoy the fact that this power leveling can even happen. Okay, next is, tracking. Tracking. It started off so wonderful. I loved the 3-step system. I loved how it was initially conceived. I hate to a degree that it also meant the servers were getting horribly bogged down, purportedly. I haven't really been able to confirm much there, but what I have seen seem to indicate that, yeah, they broke off the tracking feature, and suddenly there is not nearly as much of a load on their servers, and they were able to integrate more players. It's kind of hard to say which one I would genuinely favor. Having the ability to find any given Pokemon in the world, or having more people being able to enjoy this game. Now, especially with, like, the reliability issues that were initially around gyms, having those gone, it's freaking amazing. I love that I can participate in it. I wish that trading and battling were in, but you know, that we keep hearing is one of the updates that they're working on. The sooner, the better. I mean, for God's sakes, they just made it so the gym leaders do a little more, even if it's just offering a little bit of advice on what to include where. On the note of things getting added in, there's also at least some talk of customization being available for both Pokestops and gyms. I like this. I like this very much, and I would love to see what they're going to be offering. If I can tweak it so it favors giving me Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, I am all for that. But possibly some people would want to get more eggs, some would want to get more raspberries. It's things like that. To bring it to a point, Pokemon Go has been enjoyable. It's fun. It has quite a bit of work to go, and I'm still really surprised that they would launch a Pokemon game where you can't interact with players through the game too much. I mean, I love the fact that I know gather spots where I can go and actually chat up other players, which is great. But also there are times I just can't make that because I have enough to do. Writing and games. I'm sure people would hate to see content fall off yet more, so I can do research on one game. Okay, well, that's all from me. Now if you let us know your thoughts, put them down in the comments, like the video, subscribe to our channel so whenever I do these things you'll know about them. If you like reading what we have available on the site, follow us on Twitter. You'll be notified every time a new article is posted. Alright, this has been Doug. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.